Hey guys, this is Travis Engel with MMA Meltdown. We are in Denver, Colorado, and we're at Hollywood Barber with our special guest, Tyrone Glover. He's going to be fighting this Friday night on HDNet, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. He'll be in a lightweight fight going against Robert Washington. Robert Washington trains out of the Hit Squad, basically Matt Hughes' camp. So how you doing, Tyron?
I'm doing great, just doing some last minute preparation, getting my hair cut on a little fall right here.
That works.
And getting ready to go out to Canada.
Yeah. So how is it? I heard instead of an octagon like what you fought here in Colorado in November, it's going to be a ring. How's the transition going to be?
I mean, I was trained by the folks over at Pride in Japan and by Matt Hughes, originally fight mostly in the ring. So I got a lot of tricks, that us guys from Pride days have in the ring. So you might not be ready for it. So, I welcome the ring. I like that it's a little more dynamic fights. A little bit more dynamic position, especially on the ground. Some guys are in the cage. So, man, I like the ring. You got to make it. I'm working with the
Nice. Tyrone, you had a recent victory in November. You had a 5-year hiatus. Basically, become a lawyer at the University of Colorado. You had a first round
submission.
Yeah, you like this? Not bad. Now, you faced Nick Bushman. You kind of had about 8 days' notice on there in the fight. How was it actually getting back into the octagon or to the actual cage for the first time in so long?
It was good, It's a funny thing, when you get an opponent to a last minute like that's not always a given that it's, a good thing, Fighters these days are always prepared, always ready to throw down, they're always in shape. And a fighter that, takes the fight on very sort of last minute notice is really dangerous. They don't have a lot to lose. They're kind of going in there looking for that knockout, looking for that, big haymaker punch. And so, I almost had to reform my strategy because, gives me a lot more dangerous from a predictability perspective, than
And do you know much about Robert Washington as of right now? Have you seen any videotape of him?
Yeah, I've seen some videotape of him. I know he's a good wrestler, wrestled for the Navy. I know he's got pretty fast hands, like to scrap, real powerful guy. I'm have a little bit of reach on him, I think. Seems like he's pretty even, not evenly matched, but he's pretty, well versed in all areas of the MMA game. And he comes out of a good camp, so I'm expecting him to show up prepared, ready to go, and ready to scrap. He has a lot to gain, I think, from picking up a win in the MFC. It's a pretty big show.
Yeah, now how did that process all go down as far as, your last fight? You won in last November, and then what did you do? Just get a call from Mark Pavlik, or what exactly happened with that, where you were able to go to the NFC?
Well, we just, we put some feelers out there. My manager, Ricky Vasquez, over at Grudge, put some feelers out there. Was asking around about, what opportunities there might be for me to fight. And, at that point, we got a call from Pavlik. He was interested. He liked the story. He liked sort of my fighting style. And we entered into some negotiations. We made just real straightforward for negotiations. MFC, I think, is putting a lot of effort and resources into the lightweight guys. There's some of the promotions that think take it back. And it just made sense at the end of the day for MFC. Yeah.
Now, as far as going into, it looks like your fight with Washington will be the first fight on the televised card on HDNet. Any thoughts on that, or is it just really, it don't matter what?
It doesn't really matter, but it's exciting to know that all my folks, back in Cali, all my family on the East Coast, watch it. It's not just, I love fans in Colorado, but I've lived all over the country, all over the world, so it's gonna be nice that all the people that actually met John Live and will actually see the fight from us.
Yeah. Now, of course, most of us Colorado guys will be at the Mortal Kombat card and stuff, and so will be TiVo and DVR and on HDNet, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So tell us a little bit about some of your teammates you've been working with, especially with Josh Ward's fight coming up against Alfredo Corona. You got Laurent T. Nelson and also Vinny Plum.
Yeah, I've been training, I've trained for years with Josh, and he's just so great on the ground. And, he's just been really getting ready for this fight. And I've seen just, massive improvements in his game from camp to camp. So I'm really excited. I think he definitely stepped it up a little bit, opponent-wise. And he's really gotten strict with his diet and his nutrition and gone down to 145. So I'm really excited to see a mean Josh Ford at 145, taking that BJJ game to the next level. And this kid, LT, man, he's been one of my top sparring partners. He's a great stand-up, so much talent. He's such a young guy like that. So I'm just really excited, man. he's a knockout and is one of his opponents. So I'm looking forward to seeing something like that again.
Yeah, just devastating knockout just about 3 weeks ago at the Paramount Theater. I tell you, that whole crowd just stood up right when he delivered that punch and dropped him.
Yeah, you know, he got that knockout in 14 seconds.
Yeah.
And he's just, you know, such a dynamic striker. And for as young of a guy he is, he's, you know, so smart about his striking game as well. You know, he's actually taught me quite a few things this last camp. You know, of course, you know, Steven, he's going to come out there and he's going to do his thing. And he always, you know, puts on a good show.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he's always got a great fan base too and stuff, especially with his wife taking care of things. You see like a sea of red, you know.
Oh yeah.
Us Smuff fans don't really like to see the sea of red.
Right, exactly.
With the mini screw, exactly. Mini screw is not a bad deal at all.
Yeah.
Now I know you've worked with Ryan Martinez in the past too. You expect big things from him coming off the wall, just like Vinny.
Yeah, no, I think that, you know, he's gonna, you know, from what I understand, he's really gonna speed under him with a good training camp. And, you know, having a good training camp and going through the highs and the lows and a good taper, I think makes all the difference. And, you know, I just feel like his mental focus is going to be, you know, really big going into this fight. So I'm excited. I saw him fight, you know, at that show. You know, the
Worlds Collide.
Worlds Collide. Yeah, I was courting Josh Forth out and I saw him fight. He showed so much heart. So, you know, I'm really excited to see what he's going to do this time.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, as far as going after your next fight, if you get the win over Robert on Friday, what's your game plan on there? Would you just, you know, just really get what your opponent's going to be next, or anybody you would like to face, or anything like that, or like a typical style?
For me, it's a personal journey. You know, with every camp, you see certain things that you want to work on, and you usually have a pretty good idea of what those are. You know, like 2 weeks out from the fight, but you got to take them. You got to be ready for the fight. You got to focus on that. So I like to always revisit those things that, you know, maybe I've sort of figured out from camp I need to work on, or just maybe even figure out here in the fight. So for me, it's just going to be about improving as much as I possibly can until the next fight opportunity comes up. Yeah, that's really the only thing I can.
Yeah, Paul said it don't matter what.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It doesn't matter what fight. I need to, you know, it's my game plan.
And that's how it goes. Now, as far as some of your sponsors and teammates, you would like to thank.
Yeah, no, I'd like to thank all the guys that sponsored me for this fight. Full tilt, the guys over at Heat Valley, you know, they've been really stepping up, sponsoring a lot of the Colorado guys. You know, Milky Industries, we're actually sponsoring on the Pride, stepping back up and coming back in. You know, folks over at Fort Fight. You know, characters, Restaurant Canada, sponsoring my close fight meal. So, you know, that's going to be really nice when this fight restaurant out there. And, you know, just all my training camps. You know, guys training center where I'm at in Orlando. You know, I was training position, so I was going to do some Paragon, where I'm from. The guys over at Rhino would actually help me a little bit with my wrestling last time. And all my training partners, you know, Josh Ford, Justin Salas, Alvin Robinson, LC Nelson, everyone helps me with it.
And as far as some of your sponsors and stuff, I just recently heard that you're going to be doing some like autograph signing and stuff for the kids up there in Edmonton and stuff. What's kind of your idea as far as getting the children involved?
Well, I think it's really cool. You know, they're doing the weigh-ins at this high school on the reservation where we're fighting. And so afterwards, we're going to talk to the kids about education, about pursuing their goals, and I just really think that one of the big reasons why I came back to mixed martial arts is I found it was a really good way to reconnect with the youth, and reconnecting with the youth, and then sort of showing them that they can use the lessons of martial arts to not only achieve those goals but other greater goals. I think it's just really cool. And so, the MFC giving me an opportunity right off the bat to do something like that, it's just awesome. I hope to do that on YouTube and continue, other opportunities to help young people.
Yeah, kids stay in school.
Now we have Thomas Denny, also a Colorado fighter, fighting on the card as well. Antonio McKee had to pull out due to injury and stuff. Tell us a little bit about some of the guys they are anticipating on being on the card as well as you.
Well, man, I was really looking forward to Antonio McKee. I thought that was an awesome fight. I followed those guys shooting against Drew and Antonio. I thought it was a really awesome grappling war. So a little bit bummed that wasn't happening, but I understand that I got to look out for the group actually pretty tough.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Former UFC veteran, really good about it. So, just as interesting as a fight. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the main event. Seeing Wild Man fight, local Colorado guys, feels like we're going in there, doing it together, representing the best. So, it's going to be really cool. I'm just really excited. I've heard it's a great production. I've seen it on TV, so I see it live and as a fight.
Yeah, now as far as because being in Canada and stuff, a lot of people, even here in the United States, think that the Canadian fans are more supportive of the, the mixed martial arts sport now, especially with UFC coming here in Toronto in April, already 55,000 strong, going to be at formerly known as the Skydome, which is Rogers Center now. So, what's your take on the Canadian fans out there?
Well, I would everybody on Impossible from Alberta, and the way that he kind of described it, like a UFC fight night, you'll have 4 bars in Denver that are showing the UFC. 90 Canada's 100.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's the second most popular sport in Canada. George St. Pierre is the most popular athlete in Canada for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
So seeing what that looks like, is going to be really awesome.
Yeah.
But there's something about those American fans. Like, I love fighting over in Japan, but man, the energy and the sort of passion that the American fans bring to the sport is great too. It's just going to be a different energy. I hope to get out there, really tap into it, and use that to give me that momentum in my fight.
Yeah, well, I know you got to be leaving here for Canada tomorrow morning, so we'll let Paul finish his duty, and I guess we'll go from there.
Cool.
Thanks for the interview, bud. I appreciate it.
No, thank you so much.
Thanks, bud. Yeah, have a good one.
For sure.
Yeah, thanks, bud. I appreciate it.